So we are talking about The Paring Knife by Michael Oppenheimer.
I can relate to this story.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah. Uh, almost not really the same, but when I was doing laundry, right, and I see this shirt of my wife, and it reminds me that we argued when she was wearing it, and then it's kind of weird.
Okay. These questions you guys wrote, writing formally about fiction. Is this the questions we'll be following?
I think the question is the one where it says the writing formally. Yeah, I think that's the one.
Okay.
Okay. So anyone want to start first? The question is, identify the central idea of the analysis and the major points of support.
So, what do you guys think is the central idea in this?
this story is little weird for me because it focuses on what the meaning of this knife, but then at the end of the story, the wife actually throws it back under the fridge, which is weird because I thought it was important for them both.
Yeah, I think it's just to remind the the husband that they had an argument, or somehow they like, maybe to inform him that not to get to the point they're always arguing or something. If uh, yeah.
I agree with you guys' main idea. When I started reading the story, when I saw that the husband found the knife under the fridge, I actually assumed it was gonna be like a murder story, like the wife hid the weapon under the fridge to use it at a later date. But that's just like what you and Ethan said. It really is just a reminder for the husband that they did have previous arguments and they just threw it under the fridge and forgot about it.
I had the same idea as Anthony. So when I first read the story, I thought it was going to be like what he said, like a murder or something. But then it turned out to be reminding the husband what happened before. And then the ending was pretty interesting. I didn't really get why he wanted to like put it back under the fridge. What do you guys think of the ending?
It was, like I said, weird for me because I thought they were gonna keep it, but then that happened.
I thought I agree. Also, it was kind of weird, pretty odd place to hide a knife again. But I think it's kind of symbolic of just saying, like those small arguments you have with your significant other, and then when you guys finally make nice, you just sweep it under the rug or toss the knife under the fridge, so to speak.
Mhm.
I agree with that.
Okay then. Next question.
So, okay.
Oh. Oh no, no. You,
Oh no,
Alice,
sorry.
oh, okay.
Oh no, I was just gonna move on to the next question also.
Okay. Oh, go for it then.
So identify the literary elements and some of the details observation that are used in support. So the literary elements, there are a lot. First of all, what do you guys think is the point of view?
To me, anyway, it
First.
looked like, yeah, it was definitely first because it's fully centered on the husband.
Yeah, same idea.
Yeah. Okay. So also for me, it was a first person point of view. And then the setting, I guess, would be like the house, present time.
Oh, didn't even notice that. Okay.
So I was thinking of the setting and that's what came up to my mind. And then for the plot, do you guys think it's like a regular plot kind structure or there's a different?
The title was definitely misleading because, yeah, it was going to be, I thought it was going to be violent too, but then that story completely cleared it up.
I agree.
I also want to note that this essay doesn't specify what is this woman to the narrator, because all it says is the woman I love. That could either mean his wife, girlfriend, mistress. So I thought it was kind of strange that as the story goes on, he always refers to this woman as the woman I love. So it doesn't. I thought it was his wife, but it makes no mention of a wife or anyone else other than the woman I love. So I thought that was kind of strange. So the author definitely put a level of vagueness in the essay.
Cool. I didn't even notice that because I thought it was just like the wife since like they live in the same place. But I didn't thought that it could be other people other than the wife.
Yeah, me too.
Did you guys notice anything else?
I guess one thing for me would be like the narrator or the author he or she didn't write the reason why they fought, why they got into a fight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they just said an argument started, but it doesn't say what over. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like what actually lead them to having such a big argument?
Maybe they were arguing that maybe she was angry that he didn't find the knife under the fridge. I'm not sure.
Alice, can you what you said?
Sorry. I said I noticed that in the story the author didn't really write the reason why they had an argument.
Okay, thanks.
No problem.
So one of the evidence I read that the author makes a reference of the knife several times. I think this indicates its importance in the plot, because the knife, what Anthony said a while ago, is symbolic of an incident in the past that has resulted into an argument. Yeah.
I agree.
I like it.
Can you read
But
that?
just strange that he would use an object like a paring knife as a symbol of past arguments. So I thought that's kind of strange too. Like
True.
like what Carl was saying about the example of the shirt of his shirt at the laundry.
Yeah.
Why did this narrator and his wife decide to use a paring knife of all things as a reminder?
Mhm.
Another thing I noticed would be the characteristic of both of them. So like when they had an argument, to me, like the woman that he loved was like more, I wouldn't say like really too angry. Like even though she gets angry, she still comes back and like comforts him.
Mhm.
In the part where like he went out to the kitchen and he wanted to just be alone, like the woman he loved came into the kitchen and asked him like if he was all right. Like that was a characteristic that's, to me, that's kind of like, that kind of stands out in the story.
Yeah.
You think it's weird? Because they didn't point it out on why she came back.
That's true. That's why I think maybe it's just like the characteristic of that person.
Oh, sorry guys, had to step off and take a call. Yeah, I agree with you guys' statements. These two characters certainly do have their own unique traits that kind of adds on to the weirdness of the story.
Yeah, it definitely is weird. So does that clear up number 2? Move on.
Yeah, I guess.
So the criteria for evaluation are the novelty of the interpretation and the effectiveness of the analysis. Wait, hold on. What are we doing next? Sorry, I think I was reading the wrong part.
Mhm.
Oh, describe the organization of the essay.
What does this organization mean?
I think it has to do with the setting because it's using a present event and then talking about a story that happened in the past. Was that really organized? Was it used effectively? I think that's what it's trying to say.
Oh, okay.
And I think you can also say something like, do you guys agree it was put in a certain order? Like it started off finding the knife under the fridge, then all the way, then this as the story continued, the knife ended up again back under the fridge. So uh, do you guys see like a
Oh yeah,
chronological order or
yeah. I get that. Like it started from under the fridge and then it ended from putting it back under the fridge again.
yeah. Anything else about the organization that you guys notice?
Hold on, I'm typing this stuff out.
Oh, all right, go for it, man. Okay.
Is there anything to add on, or we all agree with the one earlier we said?
I'm good with the ones we have.
So
If
the
you guys,
second one, it's literally just one sentence, guys. But I think it fits because we all agree with it.
yeah, because there's really not much to look at. It's a really short essay.
Yeah.
So what I noticed as well as not the organization part, but I think the second question, um, that the wife returned the knife in the fridge under the refrigerator. I think her actions was symbolic also from moving on from the past. The refrigerator, I think the refrigerator represents the couple past, and the argument they had is particular. Like the author, I think develops the habit of leaving the past behind and focus on the present. So the couple choose to forget the incidents and focus on their current situation. I guess that's why she put it under the fridge again, to forget about the past. I meant.
I agree with it.
I agree, and it's kind of funny because I have a feeling they're gonna end up finding that knife under the fridge again,
Yeah.
and then the
Yeah.
cycle.
Yeah.
So are we good on the organization for the essay?
Yeah, looks like it.
Okay. Next question. Identify characteristics of formal writing on literature.
My characteristics.
For the characteristics of formal writing, the voice is passive, sentences are long and complex, the size of the writing is concise, and the use of contractions and abbreviations are avoided.
Can you repeat that?
Okay. Characteristics. Some characteristics for formal writing. The voice is passive. The sentences are long and complex. The size of the writing is concise, uh, sweet and to the
Oh,
point,
hold on.
and contract. Oh,
The
gotcha.
sentences are what?
Concise.
Size and what?
And contractions and abbreviations are not used.
Okay, that was two things. What was? I remember you saying two other things. And the sentences are concise. Contractions, abbreviations are not used. And then what?
Oh, and the and voice is active, like the narration is actively trying to catch your attention.
Got it.
I'm not sure if he's asking if we have to find those characteristics in this essay. What do you guys think?
Personalities of the characters.
So, because I'm kind of confused right now, like the characteristic of formal writing on literature, or are we talking about the characteristic of the character?
That's the one I'm confused on as well.
Hmm.
Maybe we can just find those characteristics in the essay, if possible. Well, do you guys consider the essay informal or formal?
I think it's a little bit of informal because we're not really shown any really changes of the characters. But that's my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say it's
And the not.
informal.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. It really does look informal.
Yeah, I agree as well.
And as for the narration, and the narrator is very active in explaining all the events that happened as soon as they found the knife up to where the wife puts the knife back under the fridge. She's very explanatory of what happens.
For the last question, it says identify two characteristics of the essay that we can learn from or use in our own writing. So like what Anthony said earlier, like no abbreviation, and what else did he say? Like, because he said a lot.
Oh, hold on. Let me just grab that. Oh, be concise and make your sentences. Oh wow. We were actually running out of time, and Zoom gave us a free time limit, so we're good.
Cool.
Oh, how nice. How nice of them. Well, anyway, the writing, the essay has to be concise, and sentences long and complex.
Yeah, so I think that's one
Also,
characteristic we can add into our own writing.
Okay, yeah, I agree. And
writing was
just like
concise.
Ethan,
The writing was concise and what?
and you can also make our sentences more long and complex when we write our own stuff.
Okay.
Anything else?
I would say like the order that the author wrote is kind of interesting. So maybe in our own writing, that could also be a way of how we write. Like it starts from where and then it ends from that place again.
Oh, you
Starts.
mean like, also you mean like make sure the writing has organization and flow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. I agree with that. Yeah.
Organization.
Okay, and that answers all of our questions.
Yeah, that's pretty it.
Yeah. Overall, I actually like the story. As Ethan said in the before we started, the title was, in my opinion, very misleading. But as the story went on, it was still very interesting.
True. It was very interesting because like I thought like what you said earlier, like it
Murder
might be
story.
something like a murder. Yeah.
Especially when they got into a really bad argument, I was really expecting that knife is gonna end up in his back or something.
Okay, guys, I'm going to send the entire thing I wrote down to WhatsApp.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So is that it for our discussion?
Is there really any more questions we need to answer?
No. After that, it just says present your analysis to the class. That's really it.
Right. Okay.
All right then. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us today, and let's try and turn this all in on Friday so we can enjoy our weekend.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Alrighty, stopping
Yeah.
recording now.